Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome to week 3 of the WSS. This week we are up against Mora and his Monterrey Gyarados. I haven't played many of these guys in this league, but what I have heard is this guy is a very, very good player, one of the best players from last season, so we know we're going to have our work cut out for us this week. There is his team on the screen right there. He has Zygarde, which is obviously a monster, Togekiss, which is pretty hard to stop as well. He has a good wall in Vaporeon. He has Hawlucha, which is again pretty hard to stop as well. He has Exploud, which is a cool mod that I've used before. Can be really good. Rhydon, you probably won't expect that. Mega Aggron's obviously very fat. Yeah, I expect him to probably bring that. Victini, not bad. Scolipede is a very threatening Pokemon. Rotom and Decidueye. So when I'm doing my prep, I am expecting Zygarde, Togekiss, probably Hawlucha, Mega Aggron, Scolipede definitely, and maybe something like either one of his mons like Vaporeon or Decidueye or something for support even. So yeah, and obviously there's my team down the bottom there, as we all know from the first couple of weeks. So we'll get right into the team builder. So the first mon I put on my squad this week was Mega Abomasnow. It has a really good matchup this week, hits a lot of his team hard. I got the Ice Shard priority for obviously Snake and Hawlucha and stuff like that as well, and Togekiss. Obviously we got Woodhammer for Vaporeon. We got Blizzard just in case he wants to bring a physical wall for my Mega Abomasnow. We can just hit it hard with Blizzard. Then we got Earthquake for stuff like Victini, Mega Aggron, and a couple of his other mons at Scolipede in the switch in. So I went for a max HP because obviously looking at his squad, there are a lot of mons that can hit me super effective, which is normally the case with Mega Snow anyway, but we just got the max attack. Like, we don't need that much in special attack. We got no investment. We got a little bit obviously the 4 in defense, but yeah, all we need is a bulky, hard hitting mon. I want Ice Shard doing as much damage as it possibly can, so that's with a 252. Obviously that'll stop the Zygarde, which is a massive threat on his team, and I can even hit stuff like Scolipede breaking subs and stuff like that. So this mod's just really, really good this week. Next Pokemon is Blue the Manaphy. We got a Warterium Z set. We got Energy Ball obviously to hit Vaporeon, otherwise we probably wouldn't need it. We got Ice Band for Togekiss and a couple of others mons, and also Scald. Z Scald will hopefully help me pick up a nice KO somewhere, and obviously we got Tailglow there as well, because looking on matchup, Manaphy has the ability to destroy his team. He'll probably prep really well. I'll prep a lot for it, but prepping for it and stopping for it are two different things. So I was looking at my team and I thought I was lacking a bit on the physically defensive side, as Mega Snow is just bulky with HP, and I'll go through the rest of my team obviously next, but I just wanted something to be able to take maybe an Outrage or a Poison Jab or a Mega Horn from stuff like obviously Zygarde and Scolipede respectively, and even stuff like Hawlucha with a high jump kick or something like that, and then kill back. I don't think I worded that very well, but anyway, we've got enough special attack in there and enough speed to outspeed Togekiss if it's not scarfed, as yeah, Togekiss is a pain in the ass, to be honest. Next we have our Sharty-Berry Crobat. So we got inner focus there, so we can't get flinched. That's what I'm looking for. We're going for a really weird set this week. We've got Nasty Plot, Sludge Bomb, Air Slash and Heat Wave. I was thinking about putting Dark Pulse on instead of Sludge Bomb, but I thought the Stab would be nice, but Dark Pulse would hit stuff like Rotom, Victini, Decidueye, But then we got Sludge Bomb, which does the job just as well. We got a little bit in HP, so we can hopefully live a hit from something. We got enough special attack with the Nasty Plot. We actually do a lot to his team, and then we got enough speed to outspeed non-Scarf Victini. And I didn't bother about outspeeding Scolipede because I can just protect. And Horlucha I could have, but we're going to bluff speed again, which we did with the Dugtrio last week against Pichu's. Yeah, and then again Air Slash is just there as well. Stab move, and with a Nasty Plot up can hit really hard. Sorry I'm a bit sick, so if I sound a bit different, but we'll get through it. Next we have Sprite the Mesprit. So we got a leftover. We got a really interesting set this week. We got a Trick Room set. This isn't for Mesprit to put in work, but it's for the Mega Abomasnow. If I get a Trick Room up, if you go through his team, honestly, Mega Abomasnow can just pick up 4 or 3 kills with the Trick Room. So it's that good in this matchup, Mega Abomasnow, but it's very hard to kind of pull off, obviously, Trick Room and stuff, and having a U-turn out and waste a turn, or hopefully I die and then go straight into Mega Abomasnow. We've got a physical, we've got max attack, so I can deal a little bit of damage, obviously, to the Horlucha with Ice Punch, Togekiss, Zygarde. So his team's actually pretty weak to Ice, so we got like 3 Mons that can hit him super effectively with an Ice move. We got U-turn, obviously, just a U-turn out. And knockoff as well, just get rid of some items. So we got the leftovers there, just so we can keep it kind of healthy, so it has Trick Room up. And yeah, just a little bit in defense so we can live a hit, max attack, and the rest in HP. Next we have Chomper, the Zygarde. So we got a Rocky Helmet set, rough skin, because I thought with all his physical threats, like he's got a lot of physical threats. If they take Rocky Helmet and rough skin every time they touch Garchomp, it would be really good for us. We've got a little bit in HP, enough in attack where we're hitting really hard, and enough speed to outspeed Victini. So I didn't have a Dragon move on it this week. It could come back to haunt me with the Zygarde, but I'm not too worried, to be honest. Like, I don't think he'd bring the Zygarde on, sorry about that, anyway. And yeah, I got Crunch obviously because he's a bit Dark Weak as well. We got Earthquake for the Mega Aggron and stuff, and with the Swords Dance up, this can do really well. Next we have Tranny the Heatran. So we got Shucky Berry set because he has a lot of mons that can carry Earthquake. I think it was actually 3 or 4. We got Fire Blast to hit the Mega Aggron and his team pretty hard. We got Toxic for the stuff we can't touch, like Togekiss. Oh, we can't touch Togekiss, sorry, but stuff like Horlucha, Toxic. We got Rocks that does really good against his team. Hopefully it doesn't bring hazard removal. We got a pretty bulky set. We got a lot in special defense because, again, I put physical defense on Manaphy, but I put special defense on Heatran because I was lacking kind of special defense, and the rest in special attack, so I can hit pretty hard. So that is the team builder for Mora and the Monterrey Gyarados for week 3 of the WSS. So here is the battle, guys. So as you can see, he bought Horlucha, Mega Aggron, Victini, Togekiss, Dhelmise, and Vaporeon. So I made a mistake. I actually saw the trade. He traded Decidueye for Dhelmise, so I was actually prepping for his old team, but it's not that big a deal. He's just got to obviously swap the Defogger for a Rapid Spinner, and they're both the same type. But Decidueye I rate probably a little bit higher, but that doesn't matter. So I thought Vaporeon was maybe a 50-50 to come, and obviously Victini I wasn't really expecting either. I didn't think it had that good a matchup, but I was definitely expecting Mega Aggron and Togekiss, so I think I'm pretty well built for those two. And actually Horlucha, looking on matchups, did a lot for my team as well, so I probably expected that. So I expected maybe 3 of his mons to come, which I'm normally better at getting maybe 4 or 5, but that doesn't matter. So I thought I wanted to get up rocks straight away, because Heatran, obviously when Delmice can't really switch in and rapid spin them away on many of my mons, pretty much everything I can hit it super effective actually, so it probably wasn't the best bring on my opponent. He did not bring Zygarde or Scolipede, so I was absolutely over the moon with happiness, because those two mons, especially together, are just so good. So yeah, just really happy I was at the start, because I thought it gave me a bigger chance to win. But I know he would have had his reasons, and I'll watch his video definitely to see why he bought all his mons. So we'll get into the battle. I'll lead off with Heatran, as I said, to get off my rocks, and he leads off with Mega Aggron. Obviously here we could trade rocks, but he doesn't want the Mega Aggron to take a Fire Blast or something like that, so he switches out to be safe, which is very fair enough, into Vaporeon, which obviously walls my Heatran a lot. I was thinking about getting a Toxic off there, but I didn't want Heatran to take unnecessary damage, so he goes through a Wish, and he goes into Delmice. I set up a Tail Glow. I'm like, well, what can Vaporeon do to me except Raw? Like, it can't really touch me at all. Scald, Ice Beam, obviously Wish Protect or Toxic is normally the set you see on Vaporeon. It could be obviously running Hidden Power, but it wouldn't be doing anything to me anyway, because Manaphy's obviously a pretty bulky Pokemon. So I was thinking, yeah, I'm going to Tail Glow here, and whatever he switches into, or if he stays in the Vaporeon, I can do work. So here, obviously his Wish comes true. I hit him with an Ice Beam. It doesn't do as much as I thought. I actually thought it was a good chance to kill, but obviously I don't do calcs or anything like that. And luckily I was carrying physical defense as I am able to live. See, he switches out into his Vaporeon. I go for the Ice Beam. I nearly went for the Energy Ball, predicting the Vaporeon to come in, but I thought I can get damage off on whatever's coming in, and it will kill the Delmice if he does stay in and sack. So here he goes into his Togekiss. I fire off an Energy Ball. It does 27%, but the percentage of health is very important here with the Togekiss, because it's under 50%, so it can only switch in if it's not roost two more times, so I thought that was really good. Again, here I was thinking of switching out into Heatran, but I thought I've got the Tail Glow up. If he's not Scarfed, I outspeed and kill, and then I can just go on a rampage, a bit of a rampage. So I definite misplay there. Should have went into the Heatran, but that's fine. Now I get a free switch in, and I pretty much know he's going to go into Vaporeon here, so I just fire off a Toxic, so I can whittle this thing down, which is really important. So here I switch out into Mega Abomasnow. So he goes for the Wish here. I thought he was going to protect here, but I thought I'd go for the Wood Hammer to take, or anything that's coming in is going to take massive damage from it. He reveals Hidden Power Fire, or I'm assuming it's Hidden Power Fire, and he gets a crit, which is unfortunate, but we are able to take out the Vaporeon even with the Rondo Berry. But now we're very low, so he does get Stealth Rocks out. And here, obviously, Mega Aggron will outspeed us because we're so slow. So I go into Garchomp here, so hopefully we can take the Rough Skin and Rocky Helmet damage. And he does. So he's taking just about 35% there, just from hitting us. And here I predict the Togekiss to come in, because I thought like he'd know I'd go for Earthquake here. So I go for the Iron Head, so another misplay there, and we are able to take it out. And it does take Rocky Helmet damage, which is really nice again. So it's down to 25%. So with Hail and Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin, we've got pretty much 80% of health off on the Mega Aggron, which is so hard to kind of take down. So here, I was going to go to Heatran, but then I thought I just gave him a free switching to Hawlucha, which is obviously the main threat now. So I thought I'd go into my Bird, hit my Heat Wave, and we miss. Of course, if you saw my video last week, Crobat missed a steel wing that lost me the game. So now, I think my Crobat has to go to the optometrist because it's just fucking retarded. Like, it just can't hit. He doesn't kill me. He probably could have with the Ice Punch, but he sets up his rocks. And now, you may think, oh, we just kill him here. You may think, oh, well, you just killed it next turn anyway. He just got his rocks up. But Mega Abomasnow is at 7%, so now it dies, and I don't have any hazard removal. So that was actually really frustrating, as I had a Trick Room, obviously, option. If you look at his team, Mega Abomasnow just wins in the Trick Room. 4 Pokemon left, 4 moves will be dead. So here I go into my Mega Abomasnow pretty much sacking off. I wanted to see what he wanted to use and what kind of set he is. So here I go into my Heatran, and I said, I don't think he can touch me. I don't think he'd bring much for the Heatran with a Victini. So I predict him going into one of his other mons, so I just fire off a Toxic. I thought it'd be good, whatever comes in. Then I go for a Fire Blast and I kill that. So it's 3 Pokemon to 3, very, very even game now. And he brings in the Hawlucha. I'm thinking, shit, I can't touch this, I have to switch out. He pretty much gets a free Swords Dance here. So this could have been game. If he stayed in, obviously he thinks Crobat outspeeds, which is honestly a fair enough, like, for him to think that, but I am bluffing speed and he doesn't know that. So he thinks I'm just going to go for a Brave Bird and kill, but he doesn't know that we aren't faster. So he switches out into Victini. It takes rocks damage, and we fire off an Air Slash, because as we are obviously special Crobat. So here I'm thinking Sludge Bomb, a bit more powerful. Sludge Bomb will kill if he's not Scarfed. I actually thought he was going to be Scarfed there and just kill me, but he wasn't. So here I actually could have stayed in because I forgot he couldn't flinch me. I'm like, oh shit, he's just going to flinch me with an Air Slash. But I thought Heatran was the play anyway, because I can't touch Hawlucha. He makes a really good double into his Hawlucha. So if I just kick Sludge Bomb there or Air Slash, it would have been pretty much over, but he made the play and it was a really, really good play. So here, he goes for a Sky Attack, obviously thinking I'm going to go into one of my other mons, and he misses. Then I miss the Toxic. So he sets up a Swords Dance and I set up the Toxic. So here, I know I'm going to die. My only hope is for Mesprit to live a hit. So he goes to the High Jump Kick and kills us, so things aren't looking good for us here. My only way to win is hope he doesn't take me out and I set up a Trick Room, because then he's going to take toxic damage and I can fire off an Ice Punch and I hope it kills. Obviously Togekiss comes in again, it dies to rocks. So here is the game right here. He goes to the Sky Attack, I set up a Trick Room. Obviously he doesn't have the Power Herb anymore, and now we're going to wait for the toxic damage. It's going to go down to 40%, so I needed this Ice Punch to kill. On max attack, I'm obviously going to be faster now with the Trick Room. I just have to take this out with the Ice Punch. And we take it out. And Togekiss comes in and dies to rocks. So that was GG Tamora. Very nice guy, very, very good battler. We were really lucky to get the win, even though we did get haxed a bit. But I'm thinking I'm pretty lucky he brought the team he did against me. And yeah, I think a couple of my kind of gimmicky sets work. So yeah, pretty happy with that win. We're now 2-1. Could be 3-0. Bit of salt still from last week, but that doesn't matter. Just really enjoying this league. It's a lot of fun and a lot of chilled out guys, so I can just enjoy battling, which is really good. So yeah, sorry guys, I've been a bit sick, so I might have been a bit quiet or I haven't sounded like I normally do, but I think we got through that pretty well. So we're going to look to our week 4 game. I'm not sure who I'm playing yet, I haven't checked, but I'm sure it's going to be a really tough battle, and yeah, hopefully we can be 3-1 by the end of that and we'll be looking really good. So yeah, thanks guys, have a good one, and I'll see you next time.